We would like to speak a bit more about the alarm module within the VPFlowScope M. This is, by the way, a unique feature for this flow meter type. The transmitter offers you one built-in alarm module. It allows you to set an alarm on one measurement at a time. This means either on flow, or pressure, or temperature. In this chapter, we would like to go over the alarm functionality, how to set it, and also how to adjust it through the transmitter or VP Studio 2 software. The alarm will be given to you by the flow meter in 3 different ways, depending on your settings, obviously. The first one is the LED on the transmitter that will turn red in case of an alarm. The second one is via Modbus output, and the third one is analog output when you've set that to alarm mode. Within the alarm module, you're able to set 2 boundaries. These 2 boundaries will, in the end, allow you to create 4 different types of alarm scenarios. The first one is no alarm. The second one is an alarm with a lower boundary, meaning that the measured value has to drop below that boundary. The third one is an alarm with an upper boundary, meaning that the measured value has to exceed the upper boundary. The fourth one is an alarm with both lower and upper boundary. So you create a bandwidth. As long as the measured value is within that bandwidth, there is no alarm. As soon as the measured value is exceeding or dropping below a boundary, then an alarm is triggered. Please note that when you set an alarm, it is also important to set a hold period. The hold period is the time span in which the alarm conditions have to occur before an alarm is actually triggered. Let's take an example of setting a lower boundary. I set the boundary at 7 bar and I set my hold period to 10 seconds. Now, in case my measured value drops below 7 bar for a period of 9 seconds, no alarm is given. If my measured value drops below 7 bar for a period of 10 seconds, then an alarm is given. It's that easy. Now, let's take a look at the transmitter and how to set the alarm. We take a closer look at the alarm settings menu. We press menu, we choose alarm, and now I can actually set the mode of the alarm. The mode of the alarm can be set by just focusing on one low boundary, a high boundary, or both boundaries, and of course the off mode. Let's choose both boundaries. This setting is saved. The next menu option is the unit. You can set the unit of the alarm by using the key buttons and selecting the unit to your liking. Let's choose cubic meters per hour. The next menu option is boundaries. We have chosen in the alarm mode menu that the alarm has to meet 2 boundaries. So now we are going to set those 2 boundaries in this specific menu. We click enter and we set the upper boundary to, let's say, 1000. We press enter to confirm. And now we go to the lower boundary. Let's set that one to 200, for example. Enter to confirm. And that setting has been saved. You can see that the alarm LED is now immediately switched on. Why? Because we have set the lower boundary to 200 cubic meters per hour. And this setup is actually in a no-flow situation. So the alarm responds immediately. That's a cool functionality. Now let's look at the period menu. If we choose the period menu, 2 settings appear: a hold period and a reset period. The hold period is the amount of time that the measurement value exceeds the alarm boundary. Let's say, in this case, that I would like an alarm after, let's say, 5 seconds that the alarm conditions are met. I press enter, and now I go to the reset period. The reset period is the length of time that the alarm is actually active. Let's set this reset period at 10 seconds. These settings are saved, so we have set that when the alarm conditions of minimum 200 cubic meters per hour and maximum of 1000 cubic meters per hour, when these settings are met for 5 seconds, then an alarm will be activated. After 10 seconds of active alarm, the hold period is reset. That means that a new alarm is given after the complete hold period of 5 seconds again. The last menu in the alarm section is the reset menu. Let's go to reset. We press enter. The transmitter is asking me to reset the alarm counter. Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. Then the counted alarms so far will be reset to 0.